The Outlander fights his battles with a blade, while the Pietran wages war with the coin. Welcome, my students, to the World Builder's Guide to Kronoja, a world of contradictions and machinations, of peace and prosperity. Today, we begin this series with an overview on the undisputed economic powerhouse of the world, the Kingdom of Pietros. Ever since the kingdom's original unification in the year 987 of the pre-conqueror era, which by extension makes it one of the oldest nations in the current era, its location in the Central Sea has been a primary influencing factor in both the kingdom's identity and culture. Its prominence at the heart of Central Sea trade has given it a prominent mercantile tradition and has made it the richest country in the world. And Mount Askal, the lone mountain through which the island's rolling hills and beaches culminate around, stands as the kingdom's symbol, a display of fortitude and might, through which the kingdom's people can look to for strength. In the current era, the government of Pietros is a constitutional monarchy, power being split between the reigning house of Lysander, whose current king is Andronikos IV, and the Pietran Senate, where each city under the kingdom's banner is allowed 2 representatives, the king serving as a tiebreaker vote when necessary. One other individual also holds sway within the Pietran court, that being Tiberius Velch, Archon of Magic and close confidant of the king. While it is often said that the Outlander fights with the blade and the Pietran fights with the coin, that saying could not be farther from the truth. For the great wealth amassed through dominating Central Sea trade has allowed them to amass a military of the highest quality. In particular, the sea and airborne fleets of the Virati can be seen in every corner of the world. For great strength is needed to protect their position in the global trade. For the other great powers of the world look on with jealousy. And that is why, while they do not receive the same amount of funding as their Virati counterparts, the branches of the Pietran army, including but not limited to the Palatine and Viragian guards, also boast some of the highest quality training and equipment that money can buy. Would love to tell you more about them, but I'm saving that for a dedicated video in the future, so be sure to subscribe. Now, where was I? Yes, the rings. The outer settlements and infrastructure of the kingdom can be categorized into a series of rings. First off, we have the Ring of Prosperity, a series of port towns located along the kingdom's coastline, through which all economic business is handled. Merchants, craftsmen, bakers, laborers, adventurers, you name it, their business is handled there. Up next, we have the Ring of Protection, a series of defenses culminating in a fortification known as the Macassian Wall, part of a wider defense-in-depth strategy meant to make the prospect of sieging any of their cities untenable. And beyond that, we have the Ring of Sustenance, scores of farmland through which the kingdom's foodstuffs are produced, though many other plants are grown there, such as vineyards and cash crops such as cotton or silk. Now, we have internal infrastructure, the means through which citizens can travel throughout the kingdom. Back in the olden days, everyone either walked or made use of some form of wagon and beast of burden. But now, with the advent of magic, travel has become more sophisticated. Rune-powered tram systems connect the cities of the kingdom more than the dirt roads of yesteryear ever could. And on top of that, grids of teleportation circles ferry prominent individuals and cargo from one location to the next in an instant. Magic has also allowed for the advent of instant communication across the kingdom and the world. And that more or less concludes the overview of the Kingdom of Pietros. If you stayed this far, thank you so much for watching. Dedicated videos on each aspect of the kingdom will be uploaded in the future. Whether that be here on YouTube or on my other page, however, that remains to be seen. So, do subscribe to both. Anyways, this is the World Archivist, and I hope to see you next week.